We're fortunate enough to have Charles Darnell here. He came up from San Antonio. He's probably one of the most prolific poets that I know. And I think he's managed to be... First, let me tell you one thing. I never see these poems before they're selected. And they're not selected. People that select them have no idea who wrote them. And yet, he's managed to have a poem in every one of our journals so far. So, let's give him a hand. He's an amazing poet.
Thank you, Tony. And thanks to Malvern Books for providing this wonderful venue. My poem in the current edition of the Ocotillo Review, Arioso. The drink sings, emanates from his open, dry mouth, head thrown back, eyes closed, arm draped along the back of the sofa until it wakes him with a snort. A second verse calls for Mama, but she knows better. The kids stay silent, stay hidden like lost notes. A crescendo pulls hands to cover ears, turns mouths to frowns. The bottle rattles on the table. The drink sings in my father until at last the vapor of breath, trained from long use, soothes to quiet cadenza. I'd like to read a short poem from my chapbook. It was recently nominated by Finishing Line Press for the Texas Institute of Letters. Best Robert A. Robertson, John A. Robertson, best first book of poetry for 2018. Thank you. Bayou Teche. I am the brown, slow water of rain collected. I am the snapper sunning on the bank, the night heron standing still on one leg. I see the sugar cane greening in the fields, smell the smoke of those fields burning. I scrape the earth from the sticky bottom and carry Acadiana to the sea. Thank you. Throwaway Gods for Neil Gaiman. Where do they go, the old gods worshipped no more? Does Odin walk the shores of Scandinavian fjords, his furry boots wet, glancing about for a glimmer of recognition? Does horned Chenabog sleep under Bald Mountain, or has he slipped deeper under the crust, waiting, dreaming of another wild night? The fires of Baal's temple have long ago died. No children are thrown wailing into the burning pit. No mothers cry in horror. Baal sits in ashes and picks at his dirty nails. Esther no longer brings the dawn, her job outsourced. She, long past any unemployment extensions, food stamps and a small pension is all she can expect. Toth is reduced to the doorman. The dead ignore him as they move along to the underworld, even if he doffs his cap. The great Anubis, once judger of souls, keeps his application on file, waiting for a call from Dancing with the Stars, knowing no call will come. All these gods and many more, pushed out by mergers and acquisitions, loss of usefulness, unable to get with the times, lost to drink or drugs, are still immortal. They do not die, only wish they could.
That was amazing.
And
That was amazing. Thank you.
thank you, Frank. My dog ate my homework. Actually, these last two poems are from a current project. I have a series of poems about biblical characters and Bible stories. And before you run screaming out the door, these are not praise poems. Adam. Yes, I am the man made by God from the mud I now tread. He gave me creatures to name and animated my rib as I lay sleeping. Gave us all so we did not want. Gave us minds with which to think. And above even angels, he gave us free will. We ate the forbidden fruit, and we are punished for using what God gave. Now I ask, why have a tree of knowledge if he did not want us to know? And last one, Mother of God. If I had known how this would end, I would have told the angel, no. Blood drips from your face onto mine and burns like acid poured from a cruet. Mothers should not live to see their children die. Your father, my unknowable lover, hid this from me, this final sorrow. You say you came for our redemption, but I hear your cry of abandonment. I am still here, my child, still here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.